Welcome to this special rabbit safety warning edition of Jana Brock's Bunny Talks. I'm Jana. Today I'm going to give you some important information for the safety of your pet rabbit. Now, the toys we give our pet rabbits might seem fun and entertaining and safe, but let me show you what can happen by giving your pet rabbit the wrong toy. Many rabbit owners give their pet rabbits various types of balls, plastic balls, balls that come on cat tunnels that hang down that the cats play with. Some rabbit owners will just clip those off and let the rabbits play with the balls. Some toys for pets come with holes in the balls, and I want to show you why it's very, very dangerous to give your animals these toys. Even the plastic balls that we use like in boxes for rabbits to play in, or the little balls that are used for jumping bins and things like that, are not safe to leave in your rabbit's enclosure. And so today I want to show you what can happen in just a few minutes' time. Now, these little balls that come with the bells in the middle, I've seen lots and lots of videos online, and the rabbits play with these. When I get cat tunnels, I make sure of a few things. Number one, take off everything that's on that cat tunnel, because remember, your pet rabbit will chew through the things that are attached to those tunnels very quickly. And whatever those things are, like the little plastic pieces or these little balls, the rabbit will soon investigate those things with his mouth, and it not only could it be a choking hazard, it could block their digestive system, but the balls that have the holes in them can actually get stuck to your rabbit's teeth. And just by virtue of the fact that your rabbit's teeth come down into the balls and get into the spaces that are in the balls and get caught there, means that your rabbit's mouth will be stuck almost like it's in a vice or a clamp. And as you can see here in one of these pictures from one of our rabbits that had this happen, we did not know a ball was in the enclosure with the rabbit, and I came back in the room, and the little rabbit had got the ball stuck in his teeth, and all he did was clamp down on it and get it in his mouth. Now, rabbits won't carry around a ball like a dog would carry around a ball. They would eventually put it back out of their mouth, spit it back out. But this ball, because of the little holes, openings that are all over this ball, means that just because of the way the rabbit's teeth are, when he closes down to try to take a bite of it, it got stuck in his teeth. Now, what can happen? You might say, well, that's no big deal. You can pull it out right out. Well, you can't, actually. The ball is stuck on there in such a way that the rabbit can't open its mouth. He can't get it off with his paws. It's literally like it's in a vice. And so in this particular case, I had to cut that ball very carefully, because if a rabbit starts thrashing around or feels like he's stuck or getting hurt or whatever, he could easily break his spine and neck trying to get out of the situation he's gotten himself in. Obviously, that would cause panic for any animal. But for a rabbit, it's particularly dangerous if they get something that lodges in their mouth like that, because rabbits can dehydrate in a matter of hours without water. And those of us who care for these animals 24 hours a day for years have seen, had other rabbit owners bring us animals that are dehydrated or going into the dehydration process. And once a rabbit becomes severely dehydrated, it mimics a spinal injury. You would think that rabbits that are far enough in the process of dehydration just from not having water, to look at them, you would think their spine has been broken, because often they can only use their front legs, they're dragging their back legs, and it's all caused by dehydration. We've had this happen here from other rabbit owners that acquired rabbits that weren't drinking water. And so literally overnight, we've had rabbits go into dehydration because they refuse to drink water, or whatever the situation is. That's the exact situation your rabbit will be in if he gets something like a ball lodged in his teeth and he can't get it out, and this will happen overnight while you're sleeping. So a strong warning: don't let your rabbit play with these balls. The ones with the little openings, I would suggest taking them away always. Again, how this particular toy got in the enclosure with the rabbits, I'm not sure. We usually take these away, and we usually throw these little balls away that come attached to the cat tunnels that we buy for our rabbits here. Since this did happen, I wanted to take a picture of it before I removed the ball, carefully removed it from his teeth. I wanted to show just how dangerous this situation is. Another kind of ball are these little tent balls, these plastic balls, and I want to demonstrate with a fork that the very same problem can occur, and it's all because of the way your rabbit's teeth come down together and the way that their bite is. Once they get their teeth into something that's plastic, or even some wooden balls that are made out of wooden twine or wooden something, if they get their teeth caught in that, if they just close their mouth it's a certain way and they cannot get it open again, it can feel to them as tight as their teeth being in a vice, and they need human intervention. And again, if this happens overnight when you happen to be sleeping, then by morning that rabbit will be dehydrated, and you could lose your rabbit over this. And so I would suggest taking these balls and these toys away. They weren't meant for rabbits. I know a lot of people do like to play with balls, these type of balls with their rabbits. They shouldn't be you shouldn't allow them to play with any of these balls that are plastic and have these little openings in them. They're just not safe toys for rabbits, again, because of the way their mouth and their teeth are, the way their mouth closes and their teeth overbite. But the tent balls and the other balls that you let your rabbit play with, if you do allow them to play with them, take them out of the enclosure when you're not right there playing with the rabbit, because as I just demonstrated with a fork, I can put this fork very easily through this tent ball and then it's stuck on there because there's air inside the ball also, and the same thing will happen with your rabbit's teeth, and he's not going to be able to get it out. And so better things to have in your rabbit's enclosure are things that he would find in nature: apple sticks, logs that have been, thoroughly washed, and I rinse them in a vinegar water solution, and then I bake them just to make sure there's no parasites or anything coming in on them. And I put those logs right in the enclosure. Every single rabbit has them. And then they have rabbit safe toys to chew on, which is wood for them 24 hours a day. And so just be careful with some of these toys. If you see any of these plastic toys that have holes in them or gaps that the rabbit could bite down on, look around your rabbit's enclosure. Make sure you don't have any of these types of toys or anything that looks like these little round balls with these openings, that anything that the rabbit could clamp down on and that could hold his teeth in that particular position and that he's not going to be able to dislodge from his mouth, take it out, throw it away. It's not worth it. This could have easily gone badly, but because I check on the rabbit enclosures and clean them out every single day, and I'm constantly checking for hay, and I have so many rabbits here that I take turns exercising and refreshing hay, refreshing water. I make sure that I spend time petting each rabbit every single day and interacting with them. I may have gone to bed and not known that this little ball was in the enclosure, and the little rabbit that got it stuck in his teeth, he could possibly have even been dead by the morning. So again, serious rabbit safety warning. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know about that in case you happen to have any of these balls. I suggest cutting everything extra off of these tunnels, and a quick word on rabbit tunnels. I'll do a separate video on that. But if you have a Flemish giant, or you have a larger rabbit that can barely get through a tunnel, take that tunnel out of the rabbit enclosure. It's not safe. Just as a rabbit can have problems with these balls that I just showed you in the picture, as this little rabbit that I have got this ball stuck in his teeth, your rabbit can get stuck in the tunnel. Get that tunnel out of there, because if they get stuck in that position overnight, say when you're sleeping, if a rabbit gets stuck inside of a tunnel or some kind of lodged somewhere where he can't get to his water source or even hay, then you've got a whole other problem that starts a cascading series of health events that could seriously harm your animal or even kill them. It's always best to err on the side of caution. Rabbits do really well with pieces of wood, large wood blocks, these plastic cups, the larger plastic cups that are actually baby toys, but we've used these for years and years. They're not breakable. They are extremely sturdy plastic. There are lots of different options for toys that you can give your pet rabbit that will cause no harm and that are not a risk for your pet rabbit. I hope this special edition of Jana Brock's Bunny Talks has helped you, this rabbit safety warning about rabbit safe toys. Tell your friends, spread the word, want to get as much good information out as possible and correct historic misunderstandings. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do so. Give this video a like. That lets me know you want to see more credible rabbit content in the future. I want to thank you for listening today. As always, be kind to animals, and thank you for caring.